So y'all know that I've been super heavy on that early 2000s X West Coast type beats. So I got another video for y'all. I already have the beat made and everything like that, so I'm just gonna break it down for y'all this time. But hopefully y'all still stick around because I got some sauce in this video, bro. We gonna go over some really dope gems. So let's get into the video. All right, now the first one is to get a very solid acoustic, I was gonna say piano, guitar, because that's what this instrument is. And if we look at like the effects, like you can see I didn't put any effects on it. The only thing we have is that it's rooted to a channel that has a compressor and an EQ. All right, so I'm gonna play this for you real quick and then we're gonna break it down. All right, so let's just delete this real quick. I'm gonna show y'all like really how to do this for real. So the easiest thing that you can do is just make one chord every bar. So we've got like a simple chord. This is a triad. All you're doing is really just taking one note in the scale. All the highlighted notes right here are in scale. You're just skipping every other one and placing a note. You feel me? So place one right here, skip this note right here, go to the next one, skip this note right here, go to the next one. Easy, right? And then we can just take this right here and just copy it over. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, I mean, if we have one chord play every single bar, it's gonna get kind of repetitive and boring. So we got to make these a little bit different. One of the easiest way to do that is just go up or down 500 cents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Easy. And that's cool, but I feel like I've done like the up 5, down 5 thing so many times that sometimes I like just like changing the voicing of the chorus. So when you change the voicing, it just means you're taking the note and you're pitching it down an octave or up an octave. You feel me? So it's still the same chord, it's just placed a little differently. You feel me? It's still A, C, E, but this C is down here, you know what I mean? So for this case, I'm just gonna take this E right here, I'm just gonna drop it down an octave. Sounds saucy, right? And then we can do the same right here, or actually we can just get rid of that. We just copy this over. And now for these like early 2000s inspired melodies, when it comes to like the chords and the melodies and stuff like that, putting one on the beat right before the next bar usually always sounds saucy. So if we go like right here, we just copy this over. Hard. You feel me? Now we can just keep this like this, but we can also just change it up. You feel me? We can just do like a different chord in general. That's the same chord. Maybe we can just keep this instead. And then another thing that you can do is you can add little notes that will kind of like walk up or walk down into it rather than putting a whole chord. So like we got a whole chord right here, but for right here, we can just do kind of like a couple notes, something like this. Easy. And we just copy that over right here too. That's basically like the fundamentals of how to make these chords and melodies for like these early 2000s. Because once you get this part down, you're doing like 50% of the work. The other stuff is just going to be like cool little things you want to add in between. And then after that, I took that first initial melody and I actually layered it with another guitar. This one's called the Comp Steel in Xenology. This is what it sounds like. Easy. Now when you put them together, they sound like this. Now another tip to really sauce up your early 2000 melodies is something that's called syncopation. Now, what does that actually mean? Where does that term come from? Am I actually using the term correctly? I don't know actually, but I just be saying it. But basically syncopation is like when you have, and feel free to correct me in the comments, I don't care. I have Google, I could just look it up, bro. Is when you take a certain melody from one thing and then you have it be matched up with something else. So like for instance, we're in Triton right here and we have these strings, the octave strings. They do this melody right here. But if you look over on the guitar, it's doing that exact same melody. So when you have like these random little layers pop in and out, it makes everything way more interesting. You know what I mean? It sauces it up. And then after that, I added a lead for a B section just to keep things like fresh and interesting. Super simple. It's literally just one little melody right here repeated over 3 times. And then I just changed something up on the last bar. Simple sign of purity. I know people are finna ask, so I gotta make sure I get y'all the preset. Super, super simple, bro. Now, something that I feel like makes the beat come alive is like the little counter melody that I made with the guitar. This one right here is just the same Ilya nylon guitar. But yeah, I made this little melody right here, and it's just kind of going in between the chords. So like if we take these chords right here, it's kind of like we're filling up the space. Yeah, you can like literally see it, watch. So it's like this chord and then this chord right here with this little melody. And then like you can see that there's like a giant space in between this whole thing, and I'm using the second guitar to fill up that space and just make it sound catchy. This is what it sounds like by itself. Now for these types of melodies, there's a couple things that I noticed that works all the time. If you're starting on the root note, which is like the first note in the scale, if you bounce up, you skip these two adjacent notes right here and you go to these two adjacent notes, that usually sounds pretty good. Also, going back from note to note really sounds good too. So you see how this one goes E, it goes to F sharp, and then it goes back to E. That usually always sounds good. Going from one note, switching to another one, and then going back to that original note usually sounds pretty good, like all the time. So if you implement those two things into your counter melodies, it will sauce up your early 2000 melodies. Faux show. Faux show. I found parking way before hers. Where was I at? I don't remember what I was doing. So with that being said, this is what the counter melody sounds like by itself. And then when it comes to the melodies, the last thing that I did was just do this little note right here. And then after that, bro, we just got to get onto the drums, bro. Quick drum, you mean little clap, little clap. We don't need to play it. We know what claps sound like. It's just a regular clap pattern. Then after that, I got the E tristle hi-hat 1, and I put in this pattern right here. Now, something that I do to just really ensure that I have a lot of bounce in my hi-hats is I will switch from different piano grids. So if you go right here, normally on West Coast beats, we're on like 1/2 step, but sometimes I like switching over to 1/6 beat just so we can get like these little triplet bounces right here. You know what I mean? Because like if we're on the 1/2, like you wouldn't be able to click that in. See, it's like off the grid. You feel me? But yeah, switching in between those two, it helps you get like really cool bounces, makes things a little bit more different, unique, interesting to listen to. And then, oh shit, we saved the 808 for last night, and I ain't gonna make y'all wait. I ain't gonna make y'all wait. Look, I just got the go-to Zay from the Infinite's 2024 Essential Drum Kit. I believe this one is in the free version too. So if you do want to use this 808, I will link it in the description. You will be able to get it for free. I'm pretty sure I put it in there for free. Now, the only thing I did to this 808 was I made it a little bit more short by using this out knob right here. And I boosted it by 2%, and I boosted the EQ by 9%. So if you don't know about the EQ knob, if you boost it to the right, it'll boost the low end. If you boost it to the left, it will kind of cut out the low end and accentuate the high end. Just use it very sparingly. Just got a couple of open hats right here, none too crazy. Yeah, I mean, got this little effect right here. Yeah, I mean, got the little rim rolls. Yeah, me, yeah, me. And then come on, bro. Just I can't help it sometimes, bro. Like I don't care if people think they're overplayed or overused, bro. I still like throwing lasers in the beat. Yeah, me. It's hard, bro. It's hard. And then we gotta throw the DJ scratches in here too, man. It would be a disgrace if we didn't. You know what I mean? And then I just got like a little crash right here. And with that being said, bro, like that's how I make these early 2000s West Coast beats. So let's get one final listen through real quick, and we finna get up out of here.
Hey, go ahead, Infinite.
That lead clean. It makes such a great beat section. Yeah, just strip everything back a little bit. Make it a little bit more open since the rappers shouldn't be rapping. Like this is like the verse section. Yep. Easy, bruh. So with that being said, my name is Devin. Also go by Infinite or Pop by Infinite, and I'm out of here. If you want drum kits, sound kits, banks, midis, anything, make sure to hit gatekeepsounds.com. Peace, brother.